You ready, dog? Can I flip it? I can't flip it.
What? Does it look funny?
So I was 14 when I met my boyfriend Nico. It was October 6, 2007. My mom had a huge all-white party for her birthday and invited Nico's mom because they were friends. And I had never met her or Nico at the time, which was weird because we only lived a second away from each other. Later, I even found out that back in the day in Venezuela, my grandfather used to serenade Nico's grandmother because they were from the same town. So our families actually go way back. Before the party, my neighbor and best friend Mackenzie told me about Nico because they were going to school together. We both stalked him on MySpace for hours and I thought he was super cute. So when we finally met, he had no idea who I was, but I knew about him. So I was super nervous to meet him. When they got there, Mackenzie was looking for me everywhere at the party, like, come outside, he just got here. And I was running in these like tiny little kitten heels because I wasn't even old enough to wear heels back then. And I went down the stairs in my white dress, and when I saw him, we just instantly clicked. I looked at him, he looked at me, and it was like a moment frozen in time. It was like he knew that he was for me the way that I knew that I was for him. And he wanted to be around me the whole night, but I was super scared to be around him because I was just extremely nervous. I don't think I even said any words that night. I was terrified. Later that night, we were watching a movie and he looked at me for long enough that I had to look at him, and he just kept staring at me, and he was really close to my face, and we just went for it. We had our first kiss, which was this really awkward side kissing thing on my couch with other people around. And I think we were actually watching Date movie, ironically, which just made this whole situation the most awkward and funny that it could be. So then he leaves, and the next day he texted me, which was really surprising because he had this playboy kind of reputation. And when I got to know him, it was quite the opposite. He was really, really into me, and he actually wanted to know a lot about me and about what I was thinking, and we had real conversations and talked about things that I had never talked about with anybody else. And from then on, the rest was history. We talked for hours. He was the only person that I had spoken to for that long on the phone ever. Sometimes we fell asleep on the phone because neither of us wanted to hang up on each other. I remember actually not sleeping pretty much that entire year. We dated for 3 years and then some, and then things got a little rocky. We both had some maturing to do, so we broke up and spent about 4 or 5 years apart. He started dating other people, I dated other people. We always kept in contact and, just had a lot of passion and anger and unresolved business. But after we had spent all this time apart, he texted me randomly on September 2016, and I was just as surprised as the first night that he texted me back in 2007. It was like the first time that we had connected all over again. It was 2007 again, with sleepless nights and, endless conversations, and again, history repeats itself, and here we are. Nico, my love, my bebe, my gorilla, this is your squirrel. Ever since we've reconnected, version 2.0 has been an adventure. We're not perfect, we've had a lot of bumps along the way, but every single experience has made us learn not just a lot about each other, but more importantly about ourselves. We've grown together in ways that fairy tales never explain, and we've seen the world together. We've been to India, Puerto Rico, the DR, the Bahamas, Mykonos, Switzerland, France, Iceland, St. Bart's, and all over the country. You're my partner in crime, the first person I did pretty much anything and everything with, the good and the bad. And even when we weren't together, I could never imagine my life without you. You've always been there pushing me to be a better person, and you've helped me become a strong, loyal, intelligent, and above all, loving person. You taught me how to be vulnerable even in the face of heartbreak because you taught me that love is worth the risk. Although you can be a tough person, in fact, he screams at me every day to work on this channel. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have come this far as a human being or in following my dreams. So thank you, my love. Thank you for your love, and thank you for growing with me and showing me what true love is all about. I promise to love you fully because I'm yours, completely. I love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. Mwah. Te amo.